Doing it yourself, or DIY, can be a great way to save money. However, let me tell you some ways that doing it yourself as a landlord can actually be costing you money. I'm Kim with Castile Property Management. DIY can be a great way to be independent, learn new skills, and oftentimes it saves you money. If a person has the time and resources to follow best practices, it can be a rewarding experience. However, the majority of owners don't have the time or resources to implement the practices that will help them maximize the profits on their investment property. Here are the top 6 ways a DIY landlord may lose money, or another way of thinking about it is the top 6 ways a landlord saves money by hiring the right property manager. Number 1. Delays in getting vacancies filled. A DIY landlord has other responsibilities, such as their full-time job, family, home, and enjoying the things that matter most in life. Sometimes an upcoming vacancy doesn't get advertised right away, causing it to sit empty longer than it should. Most of the time at Castile Property Management, we can have tenants lined up to move in right after the current tenants move out. 1 month of lost rent is almost equal to an entire year's worth of management fees. Property management will pay for itself in just this one aspect. Number 2. Poor tenant screening. Most DIY landlords do not have access to all the tools a good property management company has for screening. Approving an application that a property manager would have denied may cost a DIY landlord thousands of dollars in damages, lost rent, eviction costs, and collection costs. See our video, Best Practices to Screen Tenants. Also see our video, Top 7 Red Flags to Watch For When Screening Tenants, for more helpful information. Number 3. Putting off inspections. As a DIY landlord, your investment property isn't your daily or even monthly focus, especially when the rent is always coming in and no problems have come up. This can lead to putting off inspections. Sometimes inspections can feel awkward, and a landlord would rather just trust the tenants and hope for the best. However, regular and consistent inspections are critical in order to find and resolve issues before they become bigger problems. If the home is being mistreated, you want to get that situation resolved right away, rather than allow it to go on for several more months. Number 4. The most obvious is low rent. Almost every time I take over managing from a DIY landlord, the rents have been below market value. Sometimes this is because the DIY landlord doesn't have his or her eye on the market the same way a property manager does. And other times it is just hard to raise the rent on someone when you are the owner and you interact with them personally. Either way, a property manager has their eye on the changing market rate for rents, and as a third party, they can raise rent without it feeling personal. Number 5, opportunity cost. As a DIY landlord, you can only fit so many things into a day. Your time may be maxed out with only 1 or 2 properties. If you didn't have to worry about the time needed to manage them, you may be able to get several more. Over time, this can be a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars in appreciation and profits. On the flip side of that, I've heard many stories from DIY landlords that say they used to have a rental property, but it became too frustrating to take care of, so they sold it. They usually say they had a bad experience with a bad tenant that kept them awake at night, and it cost them a lot of money. This is always sad to me when the property they sold had likely appreciated tens of thousands of dollars from when they sold it, and it is still appreciating in value. They lost out on all that appreciation because of the hassle and stress involved. Number 6. Unnecessary services and equipment provided. DIY landlords may think they need to provide things that in the local market or for that type of home is not necessary. For example, should you provide a lawnmower or lawn care, a refrigerator, a washer and dryer? What maintenance should a landlord take care of? What about air filters? All of these questions would be known by a good property manager, and having the right answer can save the property owner thousands of dollars. It's also important to know that not all property managers are equal. Just as a DIY landlord can lose money, a poorly run property management company or an inexperienced property manager can cause just as many problems and losses. For help in hiring a competent property manager, see our video, Top 5 Important Questions and Answers when hiring a property manager. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe. You can also find more short videos and helpful landlord tips by visiting our website in the comments below. At Castile Property Management, we do more than just watch your rental property. We protect it, cultivate it, and help your investment grow.